Y'all, we back.
Hey, y'all.
It is a good night.
It is.
I think it's been, we stopped counting, at least 3 weeks. At least
3 or 4 weeks. We've had a lot transpire in our lives.
Whoa, it's been a hell of a ride. We just want to take the whole, well, not the whole, but certain parts of the last 4 or 3 weeks and lock them up. Lock them up. So, we want to conversate tonight about some things that we've learned during the storm of the last, we'll say month, maybe over that. We're going to talk about lessons that we've learned through the storm.
Through the storm.
Marriage is for grown folks, and we've been in the lab.
Yes, we have.
We've been in the lab. We've had a lab for the last month.
We've been in the test kitchen.
I want to say even over a month, but it's been a lot going on. So let's talk about it. Okay, list what you can remember.
Ooh, what?
From the last month or so, since the last time we recorded.
What level are we recording?
Whatever you want to speak on. Let's list them.
We've had health emergencies with family members.
Yes.
We've had family members pass.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Right. We've had to set boundaries with family members.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
We've had to draw the line in the sand.
Mm-hmm. And then just
learn how to navigate our own personal needs while managing the care for others. Ooh. I'd probably say that probably was the loudest one.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that too. That's a key point. Parenting. Those of you who have children or a child. Yeah. Those of you who are dating or single, trying to date on top of your career, on top of your spiritual duties, if you're part of a local church, if you're doing, some people we've talked to that are in school
that's true.
And are trying in this economy a side hustle.
Okay.
And trying to make the side hustle the main hustle. And just life, mental health. This orange man in the office. Natural disasters. The economy is, people can't get enough pay, all kinds of diseases. People are slipping, literally. So we gotta talk about it. So let me just, Brittany's grandmother passed.
Yes.
Shout out to Barbara Everidge.
Yes.
Brittany was one of her primary caretakers, and we had the beautiful opportunity to be with her in her transition.
Yeah.
Woo! I'm about to do it. So we're gonna make it all make sense as we talk through this, but tell us about what you learned about life in just your grandmother's last month.
I would say life goes full circle. And I think that there is something very magical about getting to the end of your life, that people start reflecting on what really matters, and they don't really care what people think anymore. So they choose to just completely be their fully authentic self. And that was like so beautiful to see. I feel like when I was younger, my grandmother had a tendency to kind of shy away from what her emotions were in real time. But as I got the opportunity to care for her at the end of her life, she just seemed very full of joy and not afraid to express it. Not afraid that somebody was going to take it from her. Not afraid that life was going to beat it out of her. My grandmother grew up before civil rights. So just to see that come full circle and see her get to just laugh at me and my sister and just, like laugh at our kids and smile when we walked in the room. It was just very, it gave me a lot of joy to see her experience joy on that level before she transitioned.
I saw that joy that you're talking about. For me, I think it had a similar effect, the appreciation of life.
Yes.
So we're talking about your grandmother in the context of a marriage platform because we've said it, we've heard it said, like life is short. Life is a vapor. But when you say it full circle, when you see someone in their prime, and then go from their prime to transitioning, it causes everyone to really realize and assess what is important
and what isn't,
and what's not important.
Absolutely.
One of the things I learned, which is being alongside, having the opportunity to be alongside you through that, is I want to make sure that I live my life to the fullest. Without the fear of the opinions, because in that room, in that hospice room, when she's transitioning, like nothing nobody thought mattered in that moment.
No.
All the friends, and she's an amazing cook, and just so many positive things about her, but it was just her and God and us as bystanders just being there to say, go ahead. So, what we have on and where we live, and it just really had me to refocus on, I'm going to help as many people as I can. You're going to help as many people as you can.
Absolutely.
While being authentic.
For sure.
I don't want to have to shed anything. I want to live butt naked. And everybody who is your audience, everybody who's supposed to be connected to you. When you're in a hospital and, you're uncomfortable about what your body look like.
You don't care.
When it's time to get your ass washed, like, hey, wash me. There's all that shame and I don't like, man. So come on, it's out the window.
It's like, oh, y'all done seen all of this. Come on.
So anyway, grief. We're talking about marriage and the storms of marriage. And that was a storm, even though it was beautiful, like it caused a lot of tears. Woo.
Absolutely.
And so tell us, talk through just for a sec about what you did to stay married. What did it conflict? Did you need a break? How did you balance marriage?
Well, this is not our first rodeo with grief, number one. So, we are very acquainted with loss. And I feel like you kind of learned really early just kind of how to support and undergird me when I'm losing people that are really close. We learned together when we lost our daughter. And then we learned again with my mother and with my other two grandparents. So there was a larger time gap in between them and this grandmother. So I think that was different because it was like, whoo, okay, wait. It kind of took us back where we had to reflect and remember okay, what did we do to navigate through those previous storms? What worked, what didn't work? I think something that we did differently this time was we were just brutally honest, and brutally not in a bad way, but just saying completely naked on purpose. Man, this is what I'm feeling today. It might be crazy, but I think in sharing where I was emotionally, it allowed you to extend me more grace. So if I was like, man, I'm just annoyed or irritated because A, B, and C is happening, or I just found out this about this family member, or I just found out this, you were just giving me space to talk and get it off of my chest, and then saying, okay, what do you need from me? How can I support you? Or, what can I do to help you in this moment? Or do you just need to talk and get it off your chest? Because sometimes I think when you're trying to process through everything that's happening, especially when it has such an impact on your emotions, sometimes you just need somebody who can hear you out, not because you expect them to have an answer or have like, you know, a fix to the problem, but just because you want to talk it through.
There's two things that come to mind when I hear you saying what you're saying about how we facilitated our marriage while you were grieving and support. Like you said, we've had some practice. Number one, I think it's important for every couple, every person who is in any kind of relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic, storms reveal what it's made out of.
That's true.
Storms reveal what you were made out of. Storms reveal what the relationship is made out of. And number two, you can't prepare. It's almost like you can't. It's difficult to prepare for a storm in a storm.
Okay.
So like when this is gonna be,
they say a tornado is coming. It's too late to
try to go out and get batteries, baby. Like you hear that tornado sirens. This is not a drill. It's go time.
Take cover.
This is gonna be a pejorative episode. I'm cussing in this episode. I don't want to put it. I just want to say it how I need to say it. Not that I'm mad. I just feel, watching grandma pass just got me feeling like I don't want to censor myself.
All right.
Nah, no censor tonight. No edits tonight. No blur tonight. Parental advisory in this couch. On this couch.
Okay. Well, let us know how you
But it is better to, and we've discussed this at the other house on Marriages for Grown Folks. It is better to prepare for a storm while the sun is shining.
Come on now.
When there's no communication barriers, when the sex is good, when the money is good,
that's right.
When you've got that window, however long that window of time that the sun is shining, the birds is chirping, blood is flowing, juices are flowing, and we're having a good time. Those are the times to really invest in the relationship, because when storms come, there will, like she just said, there will be withdrawals. There will be outbursts. There will be miscommunication. There will be, I didn't mean it like that. There will be moments of silence. There will be moments of just non-church, but we just...
okay.
There are going to be times where it's going to be an all-out kung fu movie, and people are going to be talking, and you're going to hear the correct audio, but they're going to be... Did you say that? You know what I'm saying? There are going to be times where that other person is talking, and grief is so loud. You've had to remind me. I've had to remind... And listen, I got to say this. Whatever it's built out of, whatever in the foundation, when storms, when financial hardship, when whatever kind of hardship hits your house, your marriage, you as an individual, it's not just happening to you. And I think that with couples, it is easy to forget, to remember that even though it's your grandma, what's happening to you is happening to all of us because we're interconnected.
Right. That's true.
Does that make sense? So I think it's important for us to realize we should, it's imperative to prepare for a storm before it comes. Now listen, one is coming. One is coming.
My great grandmother would say, just keep on going to bed and getting up, because life is going to happen.
So that's good. Like you said, we had some practice.
Right.
What did you do? What did we do? What's something that you remember that we did through your storm with your grandmother and her transition and all that surrounded that? What did we do to reconnect? What do you remember our maintenance was? Did we or did we not do anything that?
So it did take a lot more of our time. So we were super intentional about check-ins. So we normally like to date each other at least once a week. We think that that's very important. Because I was one of her primary caregivers, that always couldn't happen. So sometimes it would be like, okay, how can we steal a quick moment? Let's go get a pineapple whip and just talk for her. Let's make some popcorn and stay up a little late tonight just so we can have some time together. So I
take a bloom, take a Celsius.
Right, no, for real. I think that sometimes people think that if it doesn't happen a certain way, it doesn't matter. But when you're being intentional and you are just wanting to connect with your partner and wanting to have intentional time with your partner, you'll do that.
Now, let me add this to your. Were you done?
Okay.
We're talking from the perspective of the work being done. This is a couple that wants to be together.
He's about to choose violence.
I just feel a little.
He's about to choose. Go ahead.
And we just gotta, this what we're talking about right now in this episode won't fit for the couple who's looking for a reason and a way out. Oh, yeah. I can't stand this man. I can't stand this woman. I can't stand this woman. I can't stand this man. And I'm going to choose a storm to ride the wave out of it. That's some bullshit.
That's real low level humanity. To wait until someone is emotionally drained because life is happening to choose that moment as your exodus when you already knew you wanted to leave anyways.
Now, I say that because someone asked me the other day about cheating, and I said, I'm too old. It wasn't a conversation like a proposition. It was a brother of mine. And I said, we didn't put too much in. You kind of play in your 20s, maybe, depending on your maturity level, maybe your 30s. I said, but I'm about to be 40 this year. Like, damn. Marcus back in time like that. Like, you have cried on my shoulder. And since the last time we sat on this couch, I've cried on your shoulder.
Yeah.
And you are God's creation. I'm God's creation.
That's right.
Now, stuff happens. People get caught up. But there are signs. You know what I'm saying? I think that what you said about checking in, you can find out if there's a leak.
Absolutely, if you want to.
Your check engine light will come on before your engine locks up.
Oh, well.
The dashboard. Now, one of my Snapchat one of my Snapchat friends posted a video of them driving one night over the weekend, and they don't watch this. We drive the same vehicle. Now, I don't know if this individual normally drives the same vehicle as me. But they had the emblem on the steering wheel, and they was trying to show the album that they were listening to on the screen, and passed by the dashboard. I kid you not, this is no lie. Tank was on E. The dashboard was lit up like a Christmas tree in Times Square, and I'm saying, pull over. Is that a car? No, it's a pullover. Thanks for noticing. Pull over. Gas tank was on E. Check engine light. Fluid level. And I'm like,
that's gonna lock up.
It's gonna lock them up. But I'm saying, I'm really thinking about grief, storms in the relationship, cheating, because if you're doing a check-in and we're being honest in our check-in,
right.
Sometimes you don't like me. Sometimes I don't like you. Yeah. Like that feeling when you get off of work and you sit in the driveway or the garage before you go, that's a real place. Yeah. That's a real place.
That's the check engine light coming on.
That's the check engine light going on.
Why do you not want to go in the house where your partner resides, where your family resides?
Sometimes, I've come home, y'all gonna laugh. Marcus, get ready. Sometimes I've come home, we haven't had this conversation, but it's like, is that a banana in your pocket? Or you just haven't seen me? And I'm like, it's a banana. I ain't got it. You understand what I'm saying? My head is not that. Now, I consider myself to be a pretty highly sexual being. I know what I know. I like what I like. I'm just saying, I like to get it in. You understand? But when I'm stressed, sometimes stressed now, most 90% of the time, but during this last,
when you stress, you be like,
I'm trying to tell you.
you be like, never mind.
Listen, you'll be 40 next year.
Right.
I'll be 40 this year.
Yeah, in like a month.
We've talked about this before. We gotta talk about this. This is your opportunity to get it off. I have been falling asleep since the last time he was on this couch.
We had a lot going on.
She had to check in with me. Was like, "Hey, what's up?"
Are you serious?
I'm sitting like, you kind of falling asleep.
Oh my god!
One time I fell asleep.
Listen, we talk about everything, and I'm one of those people that I'm not gonna wait until the check engine light come on. If something is changing, we about to talk about it. I was like, what's going on? You all right? You good? Is there something going on between me and you?
Is it somebody else?
Is it somebody else? Cause I want to know. And the way our relationship is set up, we just honest with each other. So I'm like, you keep falling asleep, and I know your sex drive. So what's going on?
I'll be able to stay in here.
He was like, no, I've really been tired. So I said, all right now, listen.
But this is what I found out about my body. And those of you, as you get older, some of you who are, 40 plus, you're going to amen this. Like stuff start happening to your body that you have not known is happening to you. Like I just get tired. I want to just admit this is a public service announcement. I'm headed to.
No, I'm about to put you on blast. He was like, man, all right, you ready? Let's kick it tonight. I was like, oh,
we're going to be on the porch tonight. We're about to watch a movie.
I get out the shower, it's with him.
That's usually the one.
Not after sex, before sex.
I'm standing in the doorway in my bathroom looking at him like,
What
I'd be like, let me just give him a pass. We got a lot going on right now. I'm just going to go ahead and go to sleep. He did that 3 times. I said, oh, yeah, it's time for a change.
Yeah, night one. What's up? What's the best? Who's the best?
Like, this is me. He was like this. I got in that bed. I was like, hey.
It's so real. So, like, everybody processes stress differently. And, like, some people smoke, some people drink, some people work out. Like, everybody.
John sleeps. Baby, he gonna be in a coma.
My
if
brain.
He gets stressed.
Marcus.
His brain be like, we powering down in 5, 4, 3.
When I get a warm shower, put that lotion on, and get in them, whatever, I don't know what the thread count is. Sleep just comes and just grabs me, and I'm like, I want them here.
This be me. Come stay in this bathroom with me till I get done taking a shower. Just right there on that toilet.
So we bring this up because these would be like exit ramps.
Right.
If you wanted to get off,
yeah.
If I wanted to get off of the ride, of the highway of this relationship, we've had the opportunity to be like, you know what, I ain't feeling you like I used to.
Yeah.
But the check-ins were so important during grief and during this particular storm is that I was able to, and we've talked about this, we kind of intermediate level tonight. I was able to articulate it ain't your breath, it ain't your hair, it ain't your weight, there is nothing that I have an issue with.
Right.
A nigga just stressed and tired.
Yeah.
And vice versa. So like when you do the work within yourself.
That's right.
When you watch our episodes, you sit with your therapist, shameless plug. When we put the book out, when you purchase the book, when you purchase the merch.
That's right.
What we really are saying is that this is for mature audiences. Everybody is grown until it's time to apologize.
Come on.
Until it's time to communicate. Until it's time to say, okay, this is what that was about.
Okay, and then I'm just going to jump on my soapbox like really, really quick, right?
Talk to the ladies.
Just because you're grieving, that is not an excuse to become abusive in the relationship or ignore bad behavior.
I knew it was coming.
So not saying like you ain't not having an off day, you may not be snappy, like those things really happen and it's not intentional or malicious. But if it's not intentional or malicious, then you should be able to own it and go get it. So there were times where I was like, you know what, I'm really sorry. because I did not mean to say that way or deliver it like that. Like, I know you here just to support me and be here, and I don't want you to feel like I'm coming for you. Like, that's a real conversation to be had. And thankfully enough, who I'm married to, he's very gracious and he's very mild. Like, he doesn't have a huge temper. You're not going to fly off the, handle or nothing. But if he did, I mean, he would have been justified a couple of times where I was just like, dang, I should not have said that like that. I need to go get that. But for me, because even though his temperament is calm, I still don't want him to feel like I think that that's a license to just, like mistreat or talk to him any kind of way. So I'm intentional about going back and saying like, hey, I was thinking about what I said and I didn't want it to come off this way, or I didn't want to injure you, or, whatever the case may be.
And when the concrete is wet, when it's raining, people are vulnerable when it's a storm in your relationship, and the concrete is wet. Whatever goes into the foundation, when you're rebuilding, if you don't go and get it and speak to it, that moment of outburst, what you're talking about, or emotional outburst, that other individual can be tattooed in the foundation of that person's perception.
Absolutely.
That it becomes evidence to an already pre-existing conclusion.
Come on.
That you really are. So like, you've seen my emotions come to the top, my frustration, my stress.
Yeah.
But it's really, we'll kind of end with this. It's really a beautiful thing when you've done soul work.
Right.
To be able to move through a storm and still say, like, it's me and
you. Absolutely.
Through it all, we're going to find a way to, now it's been some bull. It's been a whole lot of stuff that we could cuss about.
A whole lot of stuff.
Hurtful stuff, in managing friendships, having hard conversations.
Yeah.
There have been people that, have had hard conversations with us. I mean, ministry.
Yeah.
Our children have needs and they're changing, they're growing, they're evolving. Yeah, we'll talk about the situation with my mother in the next episode. It's a lot of changes going on. And life is life, and no one has the option to just throw their hands up and say, I'm done with it all. Yeah. You gotta figure out a way how we're gonna make it work.
Right.
So I'm thankful that we can get on and just kind of share that, couples can make it if they invest. Absolutely. Now let's say this. I hear somebody asking this question. I'll let you answer it. Okay. What does a couple do that maybe didn't invest, maybe didn't take full advantage of the good times? Maybe they didn't know that a storm was coming. Come on, look. What advice could you give a couple that's in a storm right now? I know the first thing I think we would say, and let you do the rest. Yeah. You got to find out at some point in time, you already want this.
Yeah.
Is this worth fighting for? Yeah. But before that, what would you say to a couple or an individual who's in a storm? Maybe they didn't do the homework before the storm got there and the shit is flying. What should they do?
Okay, so I'm super visual, y'all. So what comes to mind is the scene from Forrest Gump. When Bubba and Forrest Gump, when they're in Vietnam, but he says Vietnam. And they're doing their routine where they're marching with their gun with everybody who's in their group. And for whatever reason, rain season hits and they didn't know it was coming. And torrential rains just begin to fall. But they still have to do their job. They still have to keep checking the areas and doing their laps. And at night, the rain doesn't stop. It kept pouring. And so Forrest says to Bubba, or Bubba said to Forrest, why don't we put our backs up against each other so we don't have to lay our heads down in the rain? To me, that is so par for the course of what we went through, because literally the storm on my side ended just for the storm on your side to begin. And because we were like, okay, we a team. I know this is hard, but we're going to make it through this. we were like, okay, instead of putting our heads in the mud or laying down in the rain, we're going to lean up against each other. And even though we still are being rained on, at least we got each other. You know, like at least we can lean on each other. I'm going to drink my cut water before I start hollering. At least we can lean on each other in this season to make something bad not feel so bad. To at least remind ourselves as we're trying to sleep through this rainy night that we have each other. Like, we not alone. So I think about that scene because I'm like, they were so simple in their thoughts, but it was really like the perfect answer. And nobody else was really thinking about that. But they was like, we got each other. So like, why not utilize the resources that we have versus me trying to figure it out or you trying to figure it out. Let us just do it together. So that's what I would say.
Until we get to a place to fix it.
Yeah.
You know, to do something about it.
Right.
It will end. They don't last forever.
That's right.
They may be extended, but they will pass.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing to be with somebody who you just can rock with.
That's right.
Now, I hear some folks, we don't have time to, but
yeah,
you know, when you pick right. Yeah, when you pick right.
What we mean by that is...
What you mean by that? What do you mean?
Really choosing somebody who is compatible for the life that you want.
The journey, yeah.
So like sometimes people say pick right and they're talking about somebody's pedigree or their stature or the amount of money that they have in the bank. When we say pick right, we're saying, okay, who can I do life with? And even if there's no money in the bank, I'm still happy and in love. And even if we're billionaires, we're still happy and in love. And even if it's a rainy season or a storm, I still choose you. Like, I still want to wake up next to you.
And the one you with might not be that one. The next one might be that one. That's all right too. You know, you may be, because I really hear somebody listening to this like the person who I'm with ain't that person. But just save this episode and rewatch it when you get with, this is so crazy, with the one who really wants to work it out with you and you want to work it out with them.
Yeah.
Because it really is beautiful.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to just speak to those who like really know I love the one I'm with. I want to go to the dance. I want to stick with the person who I came to the dance with.
Yeah.
But there are also couples who are like, I'm here really, you were my ride. I'm really trying to find somebody else to where if you decide to dissolve, you know, you decide that we ain't gonna work it out, or you're non-married and you're like, I came out of a relationship that was not this, but I'm hoping that the next one I get in, we're just here to testify tonight our clothes.
Come on.
That there's over 5 billion, over 6 billion people on the earth. I was just telling an individual before we got on this episode, there's not a shortage of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, just move on to the next. But who we choose, what we accept, what we tolerate can be an indication of our level of our self-esteem.
Yes. Absolutely.
We gotta go. We're gonna do
we'll definitely do a part 2.
A part 2, but also like an in-person. It's time to do it in person so we can do a Q&A. But if you have any questions you want to ask us that we could elaborate on, we are kind of navigating these new changes, but we will do soon an opportunity where you can jump on like a live Zoom style and really get some personality or personal answers question tailored to your situation, tailored to your relationship, so that it's not general.
Yeah.
But this is good. So marriage for real is for grown folks.
Yes, it is.
This requires maturity. This requires vulnerability.
Absolutely.
Self-awareness.
Yes. Emotional intelligence.
Come on. EI.
Okay.
Healthy communication.
Yeah.
And compromise. I mean a lot. You're not going to be the same Grace.
Vulnerability.
So you are not the same person that you were when we got married.
Okay.
I'm not the same person.
You are not the same person.
And that's the point. that's the
we should
point.
be growing and becoming better and evolving into a better version of ourselves every day.
So this is good. We've got a lot to share, but it's all been good. We still rocking together.
That's right.
The love has grown stronger, and we're better because of it.
Absolutely.
And we were riding one day in the car, and we were just assessing all the stuff that was going on with her grandmother, my mother, and just life itself. And I remember saying to her, like, we gonna tell the story when it's some bull now. But when we come out of this, we gonna sing like Luther Vandross. I'm singing in all 12 keys. Take me with it higher. We sing, we gonna tell it. We're gonna tell about the pitfalls. We're gonna tell about the hard times.
Yes.
So that this is the whole point of the platform, right?
Exactly, to help others.
So, marriage
is for grown folks.
We'll see you next episode.
Bye.
Woo!